last week was a very interesting week if you're a PlayStation fan. I understand that PlayStation has been pretty quiet for about a year, with the exception of a few state of plays focusing on one game. But the PlayStation Showcase was last week, and I will admit, PlayStation fanboys has got their mojo back. They are back talking mad shit because PlayStation put on a decent show. I mean, I gave the show a 7.5. I thought the first 30 minutes of the show was underwhelming, but they did end the show really strong, very strong. But I want to talk about Sony going this route with superhero games, and a lot of people are like, yo, Xbox, you need to get your shit together. Make some damn superhero games. I'm going to give you guys my opinion about this. Now, first off, Sony going the route of superhero games makes a lot of sense. We know Sony has been hesitant to do sequels of some of their IPs that maybe didn't sell what they wanted it to sell, like A Days Gone or Death Stranding. I'm assuming Sony wasn't happy with those games' sales because they didn't make sequels to those games. Now, superhero games is usually a hit for the most part. With the exception of the Avengers, most superhero games sell well. But if you talk about Sony's first-party studio, Insomniac, Spider-Man sold extremely well. Spider-Man Miles Morales sold extremely well. And Spider-Man is a huge character. We all know that. So it seems like Sony going this route, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because when you're making these games in 2021 and beyond, these games are super expensive to make. So you want to have a game that you're pretty sure is going to be a hit. So wow, superhero games usually are a hit. And I understand why PlayStation is doing it. But the thing that's getting me is after the PlayStation show, a lot of PlayStation fans, of course, they started talking about Xbox, and a lot of Xbox fans started talking about Xbox. And I will be honest, guys, do I want Xbox to make a superhero game first party? Absolutely. Absolutely. But do I want them to do everything that Sony does? No, I don't. Let me explain. When it comes to first party, third-person, story-driven, narrative, action-adventure games, Sony does it better than anyone. I'm just being honest, guys. Sony does it better than anyone. And PlayStation, as a brand, they're known for that. Those story-based games with great narratives, great graphics, that's what they do. No doubt about it. But when you think about Xbox, especially this new and improved Xbox, they are the home of Western RPGs. They have the racing genre down locked. They have a different type of game for you. They have diversity. They have games like Psychonauts 2. They have games like Halo Infinite, multiplayer, campaign. So if you think about what I'm trying to say is that Xbox is more diverse. And while Sony is the best at single-player story-driven games, Xbox has a lot of great things going on the Xbox side. We have a game like Gears of War, which is a third-person shooter with a multiplayer. You know, we have Fable, which is a single-player RPG game coming out. Perfect Dark, which is a first-person shooter. You know, State of Decay 3, which is a third-person game, action-adventure zombie game. So we have all of these types of games on the way. Hellblade 2, which is, of course, a third-person action-adventure game. All I'm saying is that, yes, I do want Xbox to have some superhero games, some exclusive superhero games. Absolutely, don't get me wrong. But we need to really watch what we're saying here. We need to really watch what we're saying here because it seems like we're starting to sound ungrateful. Now, this is just my take on this, and I know some people are going to disagree with me. But Xbox has spent $7.5 billion on Bethesda and all of their IP, whether it's Doom, whether it's Elder Scrolls, Fallout, all of those games are under Xbox now. Ninja Theory, Obsidian, all of their IPs is under Xbox now. So let's not act like Xbox isn't doing anything. Yes, I would love to see an exclusive Batman game. Trust me, I would. And if it ever happened, I will be ecstatic about it. But I just think like, guys, come on. Yes, Sony is doing great things right now. Wolverine, I am a huge Wolverine fan. And I must play that game because I love X-Men and Wolverine that much. And Insomniac is doing it. And we know Insomniac makes fantastic games. I can't wait to play it. But I'm just saying, I'm seeing Xbox guys, some Xbox guys lose their shit. Like, okay, guys, yes, they they have, a deal with Marvel. They have a good relationship with Marvel. And I do want Xbox to have a good relationship with DC or something like that. But let's not just start tagging PhilSpencer like, Phil, you guys need to get a superhero game ASAP. Phil just said about a month ago, they don't want to do everything the same as Sony. And he's making a good point. Xbox is different than PlayStation. If you want to play PlayStation games, which I do, I will get me a PS5 soon because I want to play Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine and those games. But Xbox, if you want to play those first-person shooters with multiplayer, you want to play a third-person shooter with multiplayer, you want to play these Western RPGs, you want to play Hellblade, Avowed, State of Decay 3, Indiana Jones. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand why people are tagging PhilSpencer like, yo, we need this shit right now. Now, let me reiterate. If they get exclusive superhero game, I would be ecstatic about it. And I do want them to get a superhero game. But at the end of the day, Xbox is doing some great things right now. So just because Sony shows some big things at their show, I don't think we should all of a sudden look at Xbox and start like bashing them. Like, what are you guys doing? Where's our superhero game? Where's our Black Panther game, Xbox? Where's our Blade game? What we need to see, I get it. But at the same time, chill, folks, chill. It went from Xbox not having no games to Xbox not showing any gameplay. Now it's that Xbox has no superhero games. So I'm like, man, Xbox really can't catch a break. Even when they're improving, they're still, being bashed. So this is just my take on it. I'm sure if some people would disagree with me, that's fine. But this is just my opinion. And I'm going to say it again. I would love for Xbox to dwell into the superhero games. I would love that. I would love for them to get an exclusive Batman game or Superman game. I would love it. But I am not going to start bashing them because they don't have that. I'm just saying, folks. Sony knows Wolverine is a surefire hit. Sony knows Spider-Man 2 is a surefire hit, and they're a business. They don't have that revenue stream like Xbox has with Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass is over 20-something million subscribers and growing. And it's only going to get bigger and better. So they have that consistent revenue stream coming in. Sony doesn't have that right now. I mean, they have PS Now, but we know that shit is only at 2 million subs. So that's all I'm saying, guys. This is chill. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But we still have great content on the way from Xbox. That's all I'm saying. And before I get out of here, I gotta say it. These PlayStation fanboys is talking so much shit it ain't funny. But hey man, look, they finally got their mojo back. Sony showed them something to be proud of, so they're back to talking shit. But guys, just chill. Just chill out. Wolverine is big. KOTOR is big for you guys. I don't give a shit about KOTOR, me personally, but I understand it. Sony put on a decent show. Xbox had a good E3 also. So gamers, we're all just loving everything we're seeing right now. But this console war is going to get even more intense because it's not over with. Some guys acting like it's over with. Oh, Spider-Man, shit, man. Did Spider-Man kill Xbox? No, it didn't. It moved a lot of units, but it didn't kill Xbox, and Xbox is still here. They're still kicking around. They're still Xbox. So all I'm going to say is that it's a lot of fun, but I want Xbox to be Xbox. They don't have to be Sony. Sony's going to do what they're going to do. I want Xbox to do what they're going to do. That's all I'm saying. And we saw guys like David Jaffe said, yo, Sony needs to be a little bit more diverse. Now, that's his opinion. But like I said, they're the best at first party, story-driven, third-person narrative games. They're the best at that. Nobody can touch them, not even close. But hell, man. What if PlayStation guys want to play something else, a different type of genre? I'm just saying. Well, anyway, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.